Hi guys, I'm trying to get you guys to sit up here so I can talk to you. It's Leisha from Changing Seasons Homeschooling, and it is Bible Thursday. I'm really trying to get this. Okay, I don't know. I hope that's okay. So it's Bible Thursday. Last week, if you remember, I asked if anybody else wanted to join me. I personally am trying to be in my Bible more, and so I asked if you guys wanted to read along with me in the Bible, which I even said you don't have to read what I'm reading. You can read what you're reading, and we can just use this as kind of a check-in with each other. So my goal last week was to read Psalms 1 through 5. And I'm happy to report, now remember those Psalms, especially the first ones, a lot of them are pretty short, so pretty easy to read through. But I got 1 through 6 done. So, yes, I could have done a whole lot more, but I'm just pleased that I got done what I got done. So I wanted to share a couple things that was revealed to me in Psalms. And I have this all turned the right way and everything, and it just keeps not wanting to cooperate. Okay, so Psalms 1. Verses 1 through 3 stood out to me. Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, or stand in the way of sinners, or sit in the seat of mockers. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and on his law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. But there's no but in there, I'm sorry. Okay, so whose leaf does not wither, whatever he does prospers. So it really made me think. Okay, so do not stand in the way of sinners, or sit in the seat of mockers, right? So I don't want to be thinking that I'm so to this now, and this totally probably meant something different to the person who wrote this, and this may mean something different to you. But to me, it made me look at myself and think, in my righteousness, and you know, the me thinking that I'm holy or whatever. Really, I don't really try really hard not to put myself above anyone, because I know I'm no better than anyone else out there. Okay, but I also want to be conscious of that and know that I am not better than any other human being out there, and I don't want to be the one standing in this person's way to get to the Lord, because I think my way is so much better, when maybe the Lord is talking to them in a different way. I don't know if that makes sense to you. In my mind, that makes sense, and that spoke to me. Okay, so in Psalms 2, verses 7 through 12 stood out to me, and it says, I will proclaim the decree of the Lord. He said to me, you are my son today. I have become your father. Ask of me, and I will make the nations your inheritance, the ends of the earth your possession. I will rule them with an iron scepter. You will dash them to pieces like pottery. Therefore, you kings, be wise. Be warned, you rulers of earth. Serve the Lord with fear and rejoice in trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and you be destroyed in your way. For his wrath can flare up in a moment. Blessed are all those who take refuge in him. So Psalms, did I read something? Yeah, okay. I was like, whoo, did I read that? So Psalms 2 reminded me that I am a child of God, that I am his daughter and he is my father, and that just like put that in perspective. You know, that I am a child of God. You know, there's nobody can take that away from me. You can't take it away from me. No pastor can take it away from me. No other person can take it away from me. I am a child of God, and that's that. Psalm 3, verses 3 through 6. But you are a shield around me, O Lord. You bestow glory on me and lift up my head. To the Lord I cry out loud, and he answers me from his holy hill. I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear the 10,000s drawn up against me on every side. So in Psalms 3, that reminds me that the Lord is my shield. He is my protector. He will and does protect me. Psalm 4, verse 8. I will lie down and sleep in peace, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. So that reminds me that the Lord is my safety. He is my safe place. When I am scared, I can pray and I can look up to him and I can feel safe. Psalms 5, verse 3, and that says, In the morning, O Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you, and I will wait in expectation. And that verse really got to me, because sometimes I do pray, and you want us, being humans that we are, we want it now. I pray for it, I want it now. Where's my blessing? Why is so-and-so getting their blessing when they pray for it, but I'm not getting my blessing? That blessing is promised to you. You can lay your requests, and God will get what he thinks you need in his time, not in your time. So we really need to think about that. And in Psalms 5, it reminds me that verse 11, it also says, But let all who take refuge in you be glad. Let them ever sing for joy. Spread your protection over them. Those that love your name may rejoice in you. And so that reminded me that, you know what? The Lord is my protection. He is my protector. He spreads his hedge of protection over me. And that right there is comforting. And then Psalm 6, and I have verse 9 down, and it says, The Lord has heard my cry for mercy. The Lord accepts my prayer. And that just reminds me that the Lord hears me. When I pray and when I reach out, when I cry out to him, he hears me. So this week, I feel the Lord has spoke to me to remind me not to stay humble. Okay? Psalms 1 just kind of reminds me to stay humble and not stand in the way of other people trying to get to their salvation, and also, not to sit in the seat that the mockers sit in. Anyway, so it also reminds me that I am a child of God, and nobody can take that away from me. God gave that to me. That's my gift from him, and he gave that to me, and nobody can take it away from me. Psalms 3 reminds me that the Lord is my shield. Psalms 4 reminds me that the Lord is my safety. Psalms 5 reminds me that I can lay my requests before him, and he will answer in his time, and that the Lord is my protection. And Psalm 6 tells me that the Lord hears me. Woo! Tell me that wasn't a lot for just my first week in, okay? I needed that too. I needed to hear all these things. I needed to hear the Lord speak these things to me. So now, for this coming up week, until next Bible Thursday, I am going to be doing, my goal is for 5 more chapters. So I stopped at 6, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 7 through 11 will be my goal for this week. So if you're reading the Bible too, and you just want to tell me what your goals are, put them down in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time on Bible Thursday.